Hi, in this video, we're going to discuss selecting databases. As you have explored neural networks, you may have noticed that some models perform better than others. Some of this is due to how well the model is tuned, but it can also be a result of the data that is used to train the model. Let's take a closer look at these two model charts. High model accuracy means that the data is able to predict the training data well. This could be a sign of a good model, but not always. Validation accuracy is the ability of the model to predict on new images that it hasn't seen yet. This is a better measure of how a model may perform. When you see a big gap like this, it usually means that the model is overfit. So what does that mean? Generally speaking, the model is able to memorize data, which leads to high model accuracy, but there's not enough data to create an accurate model to predict new data. This can be a sign of a poor or small data set. In contrast, you can see that the validation accuracy of this model is similar to the model accuracy. The model tuning may help raise the accuracy of both, but when the validation accuracy closely matches the model accuracy, it generally means that you have a good data set. Selecting the right dataset is a very important step in creating an AI model. There are several criteria that make up a good dataset. We're going to take a closer look at 3 of these: high quality relevant data, sufficient size, and a diverse and representative sample. High quality data is data that is free from errors, duplications, and inconsistencies. Creating a quality dataset can take a majority of the time when creating the model. The dataset also needs to be a sufficient size. Small datasets can lead to a model that can memorize data and create an overfitting solution. Likewise, a dataset that is too large can lead to performance issues by requiring a lot of additional resources like disk space, processing power, and time to compile the model with little benefit. What you are trying to find is the database that's just the right size so that your model fits well but still uses resources economically. Finally, a dataset needs to be diverse and representative of the population that it will predict. This area is especially important as our society starts to use AI more and more for things like facial recognition, because if a model is not built with data that is representative of the model, it could lead to more errors and misidentifying people. While I typically think of a biased dataset as a dataset that doesn't represent the population that the model will serve, there are actually other forms of bias. You could have a historical bias in your dataset if you are using data from a time period that doesn't apply now. For example, if you wanted to predict how many newspapers would be sold next year, using data from before the internet would misrepresent the data, since the internet has replaced a lot of people reading newspapers. You can also get measurement bias when you collect data from different sources. How one person measures something might be slightly different than how another person measures something. Now it's your turn to explore as we look at the impact of datasets in our models.